Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to another episode of Slappy Mac's Toy Stack. I'm Slappy Mac. You can call me Josh if you'd like. I'm here today. We're going to do a bit of a Kit Bash day. Yeah, Kit Bash! It's this one we're going to turn a He-Man action figure into Thundarr the Barbarian. If anybody remembers old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and Thundarr the Barbarian, we're gonna try to turn a He-Man into him. So stay tuned. So here to show you, this was a He-Man figure that I turned into Conan the Barbarian. Kind of dig this. Found this sword in my my sword collection, but he wasn't kit bashed as much as repainted and made to look different. That's kind of what we're gonna do with to make Thundarr today. So we're gonna set him aside. This is the He-Man figure that we're going to turn into Thundarr the Barbarian with the help of some fabric. What is this stuff called? Fleece fabric. And we're gonna take some old equipment that we had I've came with different He-Man figures, and we're going to try to make, because I personally would have never used this. It's just a big hunk of plastic, but it will work awesome for Thundarr's blade. So got some rubber bands here. We're going to use these as connectors. So let's get real quick here. And it took me so long to get to doing this because I had been to Walmart multiple times, and they never had anybody there to do any kind of cutting. So they were like, "Oh, sorry," I was just kind of shafted. Basically, had to wait until they had somebody there who was going to be able to cut fabric. So you gotta take your He-Man figure here and kind of lay him out so we know exactly how wide we want to make this. I think I'm gonna cut off this extra piece on the side here because it's just kind of like a seamed roll. I don't want a seam on this figure, so we're gonna just get rid of that. Unnecessary. So we're gonna take this. I think I'm gonna cut it right about here, so it'll be big enough. So we're gonna cut this right here. We're gonna make it longer, twice as long as the He-Man figure, so it can fold over. We're gonna come back to that later because we're gonna do some fur on his ankles too. But currently, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna slit this up the middle. We're gonna fold it in half. We're gonna slit it up the middle, right into the halfway point. Actually, you know what I think we're gonna do? So I think we may actually make, I like this rough edge because it is a barbarian character, so we're gonna rough up the edge a little bit there, like that. Kind of like that little rough edge. But again, we're gonna cut this up the center. So it can go over his shoulders like so. I may have to trim off a little bit, but that's the gist of it. I think we may need to trim off some of the shoulder pieces here and in the back. But let's try this first. We're going to put this on him. He was Thundarr, so he shows up a little bit of chest, that's for sure. Is this no? Okay. I was wondering if I cut 2 layers. Okay, so this is all right, and then that. Now we can bunch this up here. Again, I think I'm going to cut these off, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, we're going to take this rubber band, because his belt in the cartoon was yellow. Gonna be a little bit difficult to get it around, but we can do it. We can do it. The back. Oh, actually, I could have done this way easier by unplugging the legs, but let's spread this out. I might even be able to use the piece that I cut off for the back, because I'm definitely going to cut this piece off because this is a lot. Let's move this up, pull this down. I'm going to try to put the twist at the back because you don't want it to look goofy. In the front, he's coming along. He's coming along. All right, so we're definitely gonna. So since it's a He-Man figure, I'm gonna pull this arm off, and we're gonna cut right. You know what? Let's make sure that this is folded out properly. Because I'm also going to cut here in the crotch area so it can hang down, because Thundarr had, like, his pants matched his top. So again, I can cut roughly. Put that on there. That's not so bad. Again, pull this around. And I know this isn't much of a kit bash, but it is a little bit of fun. Let's cut this over here too. There we go. Now this back here that I said I was going to cut, I'm going to cut this much off because all that excess was unnecessary. We could trim this in the back. Maybe make it look a little frayed here. That's good. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's like I said, I mean, he's Thundarr the Barbarian, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Again, because, you know, and then, so this piece, I'm going to cut this piece, which was left over. I'm going to cut this beast in half, and we're going to use this as a leg wrap. So I don't even have to go grab any more of the other stuff. We're going to wrap this around. And then we're going to tie this beast up with some rubber bands here too. This one I think we can go a little crazy with. Huh. These are on the wrong feet, I just realized. All right. Let's put that back on. All righty. Waist came off. Oh no. I like the modularness of these He-Man action figures. I think they're really cool. Almost done. Let's see. Wrap this fella up here. Again, use the rubber bands generously. Now, that's the look, but if we know anything about Thundarr, the one thing that everybody remembers about Thundarr was effectively he had a lightsaber. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to change this up a little bit. First off, I hate that I don't even understand why they ever put these little handles back on these He-Man figures, because the weapons, because it was pointless when they made them when we were little. It's pointless now because that's how a sword is supposed to be, not the other way. But Thundarr has a flat hilt, so we're going to cut this right there. I just launched part of that across my house. And this one right here. Launch that piece across the house too. So his hilt looks like that. Now, this does not come down all the way, but I did notice last night that when I folded it, it fit better. And there we have Thundarr's sword. And here you go, folks. The hero, Thundarr, the Barbarian. Quick kid bash, a little bit easy, but kind of fun. If, like I said, all you have to do is go buy yourself a couple things of some brown fabric and some rubber bands, and you can make this guy yourself. the He-Man figures are dirt cheap. Like an actual original He-Man figure, like these guys, these are dirt cheap because they still have so many of them in the stores. You can find them pretty much everywhere. But there we go. Thundarr the Barbarian with Conan. Quick, dirty, fun kit bash. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed watching that kit bash. I know it was short and kind of silly, but I really enjoyed doing it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming and visiting. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y things, and I will see you next time. Peace.